Hi everyone. So today I'm just going to introduce a little bit about how I use Google Drive, previously known as Google Docs, to help me organize my student information. Okay, we're in Google. Let's go to Gmail. That's one way to get in. What is my Gmail account that I use? I'm not going to tell you my password, but don't take that personally. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff here in my Gmail account. I'm just going to click up here on this magical little 9 square grid where I've got all my apps, and I'm going to choose Drive. Now, my Google Drive is packed with folders, and one of my folders is Ishmik AA. So let's go into Ishmik AA. Let's go into electives. Let's go into 2013-14. I'm going to look at my high school elective class this year and my grade 9 and 10. Semester 2. So here I've got all of the work that I've been working on so far with my grade 9 and 10 students this semester. And actually one of the things that I did at the very beginning of the semester was create a little survey, and every student had to complete the survey. What is your full name? What do you want to be called in class? What grade are you in? Etc, etc, etc. So when the students completed that survey, I ended up with their responses. So now I know the Vietnamese name of all of my students and what they like to be called in class, and I also know specifically what grade they're in. Okay? And this is great because if I go to Form, Show Summary of Responses, I can see pretty quickly kind of how my classes are panning out here. I can see here that I've got most of my students in grade 9A. I can see that most of my students have never used Illustrator. I can see that, what else can I see? Well, you know, you get the idea. Alright. So that's one of the ways that I try to learn my students' names at the very beginning of any course. Just give them a survey and ask them to put information in, and I'll have that whenever I need it. It's in my Google Drive account. Now, what I also do with my students is ask them to create their own documents. So this was one created by MyCan. I've asked her a whole bunch of questions and she's basically just got to answer them. So this is her document. It's like an end-of-week reflection on some Photoshop stuff they were doing this week. So what am I going to do with this document? Well, this is what I'm going to do with this document. I'm going to find it. So she shared it with me. So there's this Shared With Me tab here. So I find the document. I can drag this document into my Google Drive list. So grade 9 and 10, semester 2, just wait for it to open up. Student work, I've got a student work folder, and I should have one for MyCan. There is MyCan. So when I click into MyCan's folder, I now have a copy of her work in a folder that I've set aside for her. So I can easily find her work whenever I need it. Now another great thing about Google Docs is, what did you do this week? This week I did and edited a picture of Tom Cruise in New York. I? Again? Are you nuts? What grade are you in, MyCan? Grade 10? I mixed two picture together and created a great picture. And I did a passport for Jimmy Dean. Great. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to go to a comment. Comment. Let's just move my window a little bit. Can. Surely this should be I. Right? And I can comment. And MyCan will be able to view that comment when she comes back to this document, which is in her copy of her own. Sorry, when she sees this document in her own Google Drive account. I'm going to close that and go back to my semester 2 folder, and yeah, there's the student work folder that I've created, and I have a folder for every student. Okay, so when I click onto a student's, I've already dragged Anne's work into a folder, so I can easily see things that she's been sharing with me, and I can comment on her work as appropriate. I haven't finished doing that yet. So that's one way that I use Google Drive in my classes. Please let me know if you have any questions about this, or you would also like to start using Google Drive to help manage your students' work in class. Okay.